So what's your name?
I'm in my phone.
Sorry.
With your mouth full, what's your name?
My name's Carl. Carl Thompson.
My name's Danny. Danny Thompson.
Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'll just, you know what? If you're gonna look at me, I'll just put the camera over there. No, well, you know, some things I gotta figure out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, I can't zoom in on this. That's cool.
Everything was paid.
Ugh. So you've been living up there with Leaf?
Just a couple months.
Yeah.
About 3 months.
Since September.
Yeah.
Do you mind sitting over here? Because you're going to be
No.
real quiet. Tell you what, we'll just set the extra food over here. And I'm guessing you can take some of that home for later then.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, so, I guess about 2 months now, I guess. Some days it seems a lot longer than that.
Yeah. So what do you...
I guess I could have brushed my hair.
I know.
You know what? Now, people looking for real people. The one thing in my channels is everything. It's just people as they are. Because if you know, the goal is that, you know, like it. So if people see this, then and they, you know, my goal is to make it more human, and that. You know, I've reached out to some people here because I just come down here every so often that, you know, to come by and check. And, you know, I mean, when I seen Lee digging through the dumpster, that was the end for me right there. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go forward with whatever it is. And so I just wasn't totally sure. So this is how I'm going to do it. And, is that looking at you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lee's a good dude.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah. He said there was a new guy in there. I met him last time. I guess that was you.
No, Joey.
I was another new guy.
Yeah, he was staying with him. Is that the guy who's talking about stayed in the tent with him?
He said there was a new guy and he was trying to help him out.
It was Joey. Yeah.
Yeah, Joey stole from him and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Lee introduced him to a couple of friends of his. And he just like stole a bunch of Lee's stuff and moved off and moved in with Lee's friends and just stabbed him in the back big time.
Yep.
So what do you do? Do you got a job or?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, me neither right now.
Yeah.
I'm working on getting my ID.
No, you're right. Oh, you don't even have an ID.
Yeah, I just now got my birth certificate, so. But it took forever to get it because I was up in Ohio. And the very day that I moved back here is when it come through the mail. It was crazy. So now I just got to get a social security card. I've already got the proof of residency.
Okay.
And I've got to get my ID too. Mine was stolen also.
I haven't had one in years. It's crazy.
So what do you do for money? How do you? What do you guys?
Well, I've got a lady right now that I go clean house for, and on occasion, and she pays me to do that.
Okay.
To be honest, for me, I mean, she pretty much helps me out right now. She always has my whole life though, so.
No, I mean,
And I probably will for the rest of my life.
well, unfortunately now you gotta look out for each other more than
Yeah.
you think.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much him and I are all we have. So
We got another brother, but he's in. Didn't you say he went back to Indiana?
Now, how old are you?
I'm 47.
I'm 37.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you already down here or?
Yes, I was down here, and then I got him to come down here with me.
Okay.
She did live in Ohio though for a while. with
Yeah.
me.
All right. So what do you, I mean, like, what do you do when you're not, in the meantime, what do you do with yourself?
Well, we hang out, but I have 4 dogs down there. That keeps me pretty busy.
I know, I was going to say, it's all day chore, 4 of them.
Yeah, I had 5, but somebody stole one of them.
I actually have 3 and at one time. But
Yeah, one's his,
But
but
you got $4.
yeah. His come from my mama dog, so
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of dog food.
yeah.
We got a lot of dog food. That whole football thing's filled up full of them. Probably lasting a year.
What?
I got a big Little Tykes football toy box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's completely full of dog food.
Yeah. Plus an unopened bag.
Yeah. The
They eat better than we do, that's for sure.
yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm oblivious to a lot of things. So I honestly, you're telling me stuff I honestly do not know.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm guessing that a lot of people out here don't know. You know, nobody ever thinks about it. So they don't think about it. They don't know.
Yeah.
They try to make the world disappear. They do. You
Yeah.
know, they drive by and I understand. I'm guilty. You know. What's the hardest thing since you've been here?
You mean like here in Tennessee or the situation?
The situation you're in. What's
I'd say probably for me, I've been clean for a certain amount of time, so I'm just keeping my mind occupied. What I'd say.
Yeah.
About you?
About the same, I guess. Just
Try not to fall into negative behavior.
yeah.
so? So I don't have my mics. I don't have no mics or anything, and because if you get home and there's no sound, then it's all kind of. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna turn these upside down. That'll put the mic up in the air.
Okay.
And
I wanna learn how
so
to edit videos and stuff.
you know you've got to have. I've got a decent computer and it's lagging, so now I've got to upgrade, and the upgrades start at like 700.
Oh man.
And you find out that you you have to have a big monitor, because when you're trying to look at certain things, then if you got a smaller thing, you can't use the tools and see what you're doing on a little screen.
Yeah.
So what, some computers already have the editing tools in them?
No, you gotta buy. You gotta either subscribe. Like the software I use is $10 a month,
That ain't bad.
but you gotta be connected to the internet
Right.
all the time. You can't. Yeah. So if you can't, they're the basic little things. But so if you need to adjust the sound and stuff, you know, it's gotta be connected. So it's. You know, unfortunately, you got to have a place to set with a laptop and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's luckily I had a laptop, but it just takes time somebody to do it. And so what?
My friend Don at the tobacco store, that's what he does. A side business. He edits racing. He does racing videos.
Yeah, I want to learn how to edit videos.
He knows how to do that. And I've seen some of his videos. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all racing.
Yeah, I'd like to learn how to edit videos. Definitely.
If you get going, it's unfortunately the smaller, cheaper laptops they'll just freeze up all the time, and that's what I'm getting now. And I've got a decent one. It's 5 years old. It was good, but at 5 years it's not, because the software is not.
Yeah,
So much
up
has
to date.
changed in even 5 years.
I know.
Yes, and so for me, it was the cheapest one they recommended was $650 plus tax.
The flight's still running off of 4G. Everything else went to 5G.
No, well, but it's the computer. You don't need that for you've got to have the computer to handle the because you're not online quote working, but they require that connection because they verify who you are. So if you're not connected, you can't really save your work. It's just this is how it is. You
Yeah,
want
I
to
know.
do business. So what? So you were. So you've had a long struggle with addiction.
Something like that, yeah. I wouldn't say it long. Well, yeah. Alcoholic real bad.
Okay.
Used to be an alcoholic.
Both of us have struggled with addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just one day just stopped, or you
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When I was 32, so
Oh, so how long you been clean now?
32,
So 5 years?
Yep.
Okay.
And
April 1st, yeah, so yeah, 5 years.
Oh, that's good. So what about
probably 6 years for me.
6 years?
Yeah.
That's good. You know, I've never had that issue, so I don't.
Yeah, our mom never did either.
No. But our dad done
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, he did.
Everything. Didn't matter what it was. If he got too high, he did it. Hand sanitizer probably or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much about him, so.
Well, your father's.
He died back in 93.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you were young then.
Yeah, I was like 6.
Oh.
I was 15 when he died.
Yeah, you knew him a little bit better than me, that's for sure.
So do you have any kids or?
Yeah, I got 4 boys. 2 here in Tennessee and 2 up in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, how old are they?
My oldest is 19, and his brother's 18. Then one passed away, and then Carson will be 8 on the 15th of this month.
Wow. 8 already. Wow.
Yep, November 15th, one day after Mom's birthday. Mom and us.
And I have 2 girls. They are 31 and 21.
Okay. They married or?
My youngest, neither one of them actually are married. My oldest has a son. He's 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're here in Nashville?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget you are a grandma.
Yeah, I do too sometimes. Or I don't forget it. Just I don't see him as much as I'd like to. So he lives in Lebanon.
Okay. All right.
He's always so busy with school and going to his dad's, and she doesn't drive, so she's always busy working and stuff like that. So
And so what do you? So what did you do before you came down here? So
Pretty much the whole time I was in Ohio, I worked for a place called King Co. Home Improvements. We did roofing, and sometimes siding, sometimes mainly roofing. Then in the wintertime, we collected unemployment, so we went back. And then just roofing's a seasonal job. You only do it in the summertime. When it starts getting real cold, especially up in Ohio, you don't have no work.
So you don't have a driver's license?
No. I never had a driver's license, unfortunately.
me either. I never really wanted a driver's license.
I never really did neither. For some reason.
Oh.
Our mom never had one either.
I wouldn't think that, but you know, I know some people that live that way, but I just assume everybody has a driver's license. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the assumption, and So if you got to go anywhere, how do you take the bus or?
Mhm. We mainly take the bus, or which we usually don't go too far away from our spot because I've got a dog that I call her my hitchhiker. She gets loose. There's nothing I can keep her on. She gets loose and she goes up to Home Depot and she'll get in the car with anybody. And usually it's gotten to where they've got my phone number memorized. And they called me just night before last. I was at the store getting groceries. They called me, Bella's loose again. So I had to go up there and they'll get her and they'll put her inside Home Depot. And I'll go get her. But yeah, so we usually don't venture too far away or stay gone too long because of my dogs.
Okay. So how many people live where you're at?
It's him and I, and then there's
Troy,
a couple.
Margaret.
Yeah, Troy and Margaret, a couple down a little ways from where
5 of us.
we are, and then Lee up at the top.
Oh, Lee's got that first one right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah, that's Lee's right there. The first 10 as you come in.
So when I came down here the last time, I was up on the fence line yelling down for Lee. Was that somebody was? I don't know. He came out and walked around, but
yeah, I think that was me.
That was-
I remember that.
yeah, I was up at the top. I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
I look like this. So. I mean, no, because he had said he lives right over in those woods, and I didn't, and then when I came back the next time, I started looking. I'm like, wow, that's a big drop. I didn't know they had all the fence. I didn't know it was all fenced in.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so his is always going to be the first 10 up there. Right,
okay.
coming in.
So everybody's got a tent to sleep in.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna surprise Lee with a brand new tent.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine that gave us a couple that was donated, and he's been wanting a new one, so we got him one today. And I got it, and he was already gone to the hospital, so I didn't have a chance to give it to him.
Yeah, he had just left like probably 5 minutes when you got back.
Yeah. So I got a brand new tent I'm gonna surprise him with.
Okay.
And a nice Carhartt jacket for the wintertime.
Yeah. I forgot about his coat. Yeah, he needs a coat. We just gotta look out for each other. We've known Lee since before we got out there.
Yeah, he used to come to the apartment. Still,
Yeah, my
take
apartment was
showers,
actually
so.
right back here. And he used to come over all the time, and I'd let him take a shower if he needed a place to stay, get in out of the heat, get in out of the cold, whatever. He was more than welcome to come to my house anytime he needed to.
Yeah.
So
we like Lee.
when you lost your place, you just went where he was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long's he been up there?
Oh,
Oh, you know what? I forgot the lens is at the bottom. Can you see yourself?
mm-hmm.
Now it was blocked. So
Oh, okay. Sorry.
it's all right.
What was your last question? I'm sorry.
How long has he been living there?
I don't know.
Ever since we've known him.
Yeah, pretty much ever since we've known him, but I think he lived there a while before that, maybe. I'm not too sure.
Since February, because he told me February of last year.
He's been there almost 2 years.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, almost. I think either that or almost a year. I think this February will be a year.
Oh, so just a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Okay. I
because he's from up here in East Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, sometimes when you talk to somebody, you don't. You just, I don't know. Conversation goes one way, and you ask what you ask, and
Yeah.
I
Speaking of which, I need to charge the phone and get a hold of his dad, I guess.
No reason not.
Yeah.
so you're the only one with a cell phone.
Pretty much, yeah. And
Yeah.
Troy and Margaret, they have one.
It's not a smartphone though.
No, it's not a smartphone.
Does he have a phone at all, or does it? Or
Lee?
yeah.
He had one, but it's broke.
Is that what happened to it?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what happened to his phone.
Because when he first came back, he had a phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I remember when he bought that phone.
he dropped it a few times, and now he'll just stay all the time. That's it.
Oh, he said something. Yeah, he said he was. I don't know. He had some stuff to recycle, I guess, or something he was selling to,
Yeah.
and to make some money.
Yeah. He was gonna get him a phone, and I don't know what had happened, why he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was on a Friday, and you know, it was the end of the day, and everybody's closed, so
Yeah.
that's, you know. So what are you gonna do for the winter? What?
I don't know. I'm actually waiting for them to get back with me about an apartment. I filled out the paperwork about a month ago, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I'm hoping to hurry up and get my state ID so I can get a job and get us out of this situation. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll be out of here soon. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just-
Yeah.
we
Our
won't be down
situation's
there.
gonna get better.
Definitely. We ain't gonna be down there long.
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, you know, I'm trying to find some way in there that I can make this the right way, and if somebody sees it, then there's a way of reaching out, and you know, because you never know when somebody sees somebody that's honest and sincere, you know, about and with their situation, and I mean that's the best I can hope for.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, at worst case, we have heaters.
Oh, you have like propane heaters?
Yep.
They're called little buddy heaters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
really nice.
So you get the propane from Home Depot.
We also
Well,
got-
we hadn't had them use them yet, but yes, I have propane for them now. And I guess when we run out, we'll get them from Home Depot. When we run out of the propane.
We got them nice sleeping bags too.
Yeah.
Real super thick.
And it doesn't matter how many dog beds I buy or get that's gave to me. My dogs sleep with me, so I've got 4 fur coats laying with me, and I never have the opportunity to get cold or have my own space or anything like that.
Sometimes the phones kick out,
Oh yeah, but I'll look over every once
and
in a while, make sure.
and I'll be doing stuff, and I'll see it. I'm like, and I don't know why. So what? How do you? So, what do you do for food? What does? Because so you haven't said that. So do you guys sit on one of the corners?
No, like I said, I clean house for this lady, and so far we've been fortunate enough to where we didn't have to worry about that. I make sure that we have groceries, and in between me and Lee, like yesterday, I could not believe it. Lee cooked a meatloaf
I know.
somehow yesterday, a meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn,
Off the fire.
and it was the best meatloaf that I think I've ever eaten in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
he cooks full dinners.
Yes, and
Because he gets food stamps. on this
yeah,
stuff.
and
Oh, he gets food stamps.
yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
me, I
He
don't
just
get
got him
any.
started back. So.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to. As soon as I find out how to do it, I'm gonna sign up for mine. But like I said, when I work for that lady, I've been pretty fortunate enough where we didn't have to worry about that right now. And I go to the grocery store and I buy us groceries. We've got groceries right now at the house. But I don't know how to do the meatloaf and stuff like that, like
I
Lee
don't
does.
either.
But you know, I make sure we have lunch meat and certain stuff like that, or I'll get stuff.
You got like a cooler that you.
We got a couple coolers actually.
Yeah, and then Lee has a couple. And I'll order, like Lee and I will get on my phone and order groceries from Walmart, go there and pick them up. We'll go in together or whatever and go pick up our groceries. And if I can't make it, which I have no idea how to do the full course meals like he does, but I'll get the stuff and he'll cook it or whatever. So we've done okay. But I could not believe it when he cooked a meatloaf yesterday. He said, send me a couple paper plates, I got y'all some food, and he comes down with this meatloaf. I said, oh my God, that's crazy. Good meatloaf.
The other thing about the wintertime, I probably won't be phased by it because I was, I home myself in Ohio for a little while, and the winters up there are brutal. So
Yeah, but you know,
ain't
once
be
you,
nothing like down here.
once you're out in that, once eventually that cold sets in and gets you.
Oh yeah,
It's you know, it's
but I can't imagine it being worse in Ohio.
Yeah, it's, no.
Waist deep of snow up there.
you know what it's better, But then when it turns cold in January, it's just butt cold.
Yeah.
It's just brutally cold.
The heat's different up there and everything. Yeah, I love Ohio for real.
So
The heat's way better than all that.
So let me ask this then. So, what size shoes do you wear?
I
wear
wear
a
size
7. 7.
10.
10. And what size clothes do you wear?
I wear size 8 jeans, large t-shirt, large shirts.
And what women's?
Mhm.
And what do you,
Pant size, I'd wear 34 by 34, and then large shirts too.
well, how tall are you?
Like 5'11", I think.
Okay, so you're almost 6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm 5'6".
So you've not been through a winter yet of being homeless.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she has not yet.
So it's going to be a new experience.
Yeah, but I mean it'll be okay. I stay inside anyways, no matter where I stay at, I stay inside. So I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
So,
I like the wintertime better than summer anyway, so
I do too.
the heat makes me miserable.
I have congestive heart failure, so I can't take the heat too much.
Oh, okay. All right. So so like normally what kind of stuff do you get from the grocery store? What's normally, if you go to the store, if you go get food, are you normally like canned goods?
The same thing that you would get at your house. Like I said, Lee, come to find out, is a chef, believe it or not, from back in the day. And
Yeah, he's a super
he
good
can,
cook, man.
like I said, he can make anything. He made a meatloaf just yesterday on an open fire. How he did, I don't know. But like I said, him and I go to the grocery store together, or we get on the phone and order stuff together.
Yeah.
And
It's normally like lunch meat, hamburger.
yeah, that's the kind of stuff I get, because
we got
that's,
meatloaf we can microwave now.
yeah, I can fix a sandwich. I can fix a good sandwich out there. But, like I
Right.
said, Lee can
Milk
cook
cereal, stuff
anything.
like that.
Yeah, milk cereal, just whatever you'd get at your house.